everyone, and welcome to another edition of Be Elements Podcast. I'm your co-host, Greg, and today I want to give you 3 necessary qualities of a leader. Now, these ones have helped me in particular in 2 different ways. The first one is that the leaders in my life are expecting these qualities or desire these qualities in someone that they're looking for, whether it's management or any kind of nonprofit organization. The second way that it's helped me is that, these tips I've learned, these skills I've learned over time, these are also expectations or qualities that I want to see in my own managers and the own leaders that I've built into my life. So it's kind of a waterfall effect where, the boss in your life or whoever may be there is looking for these qualities. And when you gain those qualities, you kind of look for those qualities in the people that you're training and that you're raising. So it's like I said, it's a waterfall effect. But these 3 necessary qualities of a leader, the very first one is communication. If you ever want to be successful and an influential leader, you have to learn how to communicate. This is a core quality for your job, your social life, and even your marriage. Without proper communication, your employees will feel lost, your social life will struggle, and your marriage will fall apart. As a leader, you need to be able to stand out and say what needs to be said. A leader must be heard. You cannot be shy. A leader must be heard. Again, as a store manager, I had to come out of my shell and be effective, an effective communicator. When I first got into that store management position, it was a completely different world. And so I had to break loose of my old habits and become something new. I had to be able to correct someone when they needed correcting. I had to be able to congratulate those that deserved it. I had to be able to set targets and make sure that my team was on the same page. Again, communication is the backbone to every good leader. It's not something that happens overnight. It takes time to develop good communication skills. The second one is integrity. Integrity is doing the right thing even when no one is looking. As a leader, a manager, a boss, a supervisor, or whatever position you may hold, there are people that depend on you to do the right thing. As a store manager, I was expected to make sure that thousands of dollars in deposits were taken to the bank every day. The owners had to trust in me enough to know that nothing was going to happen to their money. They also trusted me to run their establishment to its fullest potential without having to look over my shoulder every minute. If you want to be a successful leader, others need to be able to trust in you to do the right thing no matter what the circumstance. And the last thing is faithfulness. One of the most desired qualities that I wanted in my crew people was faithfulness. It was good to be able to go to sleep knowing that I had good employees that would show up to work no matter what. Their faithfulness would even go as far to stay with me. They would stay with me even though they were offered more money somewhere else. As a leader, we need to be faithful to whatever company or organization you work for. Faithfulness is another way of saying to be consistent. Consistency will show whoever you work for or whoever may work for you that they can be assured that you will be there night or day, good or bad, whatever the situation may be. And a good example of all 3 of these qualities today is, it's all over the news, the coronavirus or COVID-19, is that many businesses are shutting down. And actually, the governor just said yesterday that you can't gather in groups of 50 or more, and several different barbershops, nail salons, all those different things will have to be shut down. But there's many jobs that have not shut down. Maybe the building itself limits the amount of people, but they still have to have, like my sister, she works for IFH, and she is able to do work from home. And that is very, very beneficial for the company. And it's also beneficial for my sister so that she continues to have a paycheck coming in because it's necessary. And so that company is expecting her to be able to communicate properly online. They're expecting her to have integrity and make sure that just hope that she's getting the job done and get what anything that needs to be done while she's at home, and that she's faithful, and that, that those are qualities that companies are looking for. Those are qualities that other leaders are looking for. And these are qualities as a leader that you should be looking to instill into other employees. As I wrap up today's talks, I just want to say thank you for listening. And if you enjoyed this podcast, if it's helped you out at all in any way, make sure you hit that like button down below. And if someone around you think could use this, please don't be afraid to share it with them. And if you'd like to hear more about good qualities of leaders or leadership or relationships or anything of that matter, please don't be afraid to hit that red subscribe button down below for more quality content, and we'll see you in the next podcast.